Square Circle Podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. I am delighted, over the moon and thrilled to bring my first ever guest on this first podcast. In my opinion, the best light heavyweight in the world. In my opinion, the next world champion in the light heavyweight division. In my opinion, all round, one of the most clean-hearted people that I've come across in the sport. And today, we're going to be illustrating his journey, his vision, and his goals, along with some other nice, quirky things that we're going to put on the podcast for fans out there that want to know about this individual. Please welcome Mr. Anthony Yarde.
Yeah, man. How are you, bro?
I'm good. You?
I'm good, man.
Good. So today, obviously, it's a brand new podcast. I know you've spoken a lot about your life and growing up and everything else, so we're not going to go too into it because I know you've spoken about it before, but I think because I do know you slyly, that we can skip some parts, but there's some parts that maybe I want to know as well, and then other people may want to take an interest to. Yeah. But I had this whole script writ out, but last night there was boxing. So guess what we're going to start with? The boxing, right? Just before we get into it though, why don't you commentate on fights?
I don't know. Opportunity hasn't presented itself yet.
Okay. Well, I've got something I'm going to show you later, and I'll tell you why you're not been commentating. Where? He was at my house and was watching the fight. Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, I remember that fight. The first one.
No one would understand what you were saying if you was commentating on Sky Sports that day. You do know that, yeah?
What did I say?
Oosh.
Oh, yeah,
Oosh. Yeah. Oosh.
Obviously, if I'm commentating, it'll be different, though. That's just me and my...
Do you think you can control yourself? Because you're in there when you're watching the boxing.
Yeah, it's different, man. I feel like if you're commentating, you're working in it. But if I'm at home, comfort my own home, or if I'm at a fight, ringside or whatever, I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying myself.
Okay. Different. Well, let's get through. I wanted to do a big breakdown, not a breakdown, a good quick watch along with Moses and Dillion, but that didn't go too far. So what we're going to start off with is one round. David Adeleye and Filip Hrgovic. I want you to talk us through what you're seeing as from your perspective, what's going through David's mind in this round, and break it down in your own style. Is that cool?
Okay, yeah,
Oh, cool. Joe, can we get that one started, please?
What round was this?
Round 8.
Round 8, okay, so David Adeleye trying to amp himself up, but Hrgovic is a professional, very seasoned. And landed the 1-2, clean. Adeleye still got his senses about him, but again, he's clearly hurt. But he's a warrior, so he's not gonna want to get stopped. He's throwing his jab again, trying to keep Hrgovic off of him. Then he lands his big left hook. Oish. Again, I feel like if Adeleye was a bit better conditioned for this fight, I feel like he was breathing heavy from very early, like second round. Big occasion. Then he lands a left hook here. And then left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. When I was watching it live, I said, if you threw an uppercut in there, if he changed one of the hooks for an uppercut, it could have been a different story. Hrgovic, though, is a very seasoned professional. He knows what to do in them situations where he's hurt. And then look, the way the round ends is that Hrgovic is pushing him back.
I know.
Throwing the jab.
Crazy.
Walking forward. Because he knows and he can see that David Adeleye is gassed. He's very, very, very tired. And this is something I explain to people that haven't ever boxed at a high level or haven't ever been in the limelight. When you're on a big stage, or when some people get to a big stage, nerves can zap them completely. You've seen them in these, lower league fights or whatever, and they looked amazing. And then when they step up against a guy that maybe they're the underdog or this guy is known for whatever reason, when they get in the ring with that person, they're just not doing what they normally do. Their energy is zapped. And I feel like we saw it with David Adeleye a bit more than we have in these past fights. You know, he was very tired from, I say, round 2. But he will learn from it. There's no shame in him at this stage in his career losing to Hrgovic. Yeah, man.
So, in your opinion, are you the only way to experience that is to go through one of those fights? Because now I'm guessing he knows what that feels like now. Is that it? Because we're arguably saying every fighter would like to believe they train hard. So
yes.
where is that? Where do you get that tick box within your heart, within your fitness that you go, okay, cool, the next time that happens, I'm not going to gas up?
I feel like there's tick boxes and there's being fit and there's being conditioned to fight. There's a big difference. So if you look at the structure of a 12-round boxing match, 3 rounds, 1 minute break, 12 times. That's it. So some people maybe can do a slow pace for an hour. You know, they're very fit. Or you might get someone that does CrossFit, you know, Ironman, all them kind of things. But they get in the ring and do 3 rounds of a boxing match. Gone. Because there's a lot that goes into it. Look, David Adeleye, I feel like what took a lot out of him as well in this fight is Hrgovic's presence and the fact that Hrgovic was just throwing and he was tensing up. So, you know, they say, like, you know, I used to play them boxing games, fighting that.
Yeah.
And then you hit someone, boom. And then you see their life go down and then they're tired.
Yeah.
That also plays a part. So sometimes these young up-and-coming fighters, they're blowing away everybody. They get in the ring with someone that hits them back. You're like, why does he look tired? Because this person's posing something a bit different. It's not sparring, it's under the lights. Completely different.
So on the same point, though, for these kids that are watching and aspiring boxers, what does an individual do that's transferable to that moment? Because he's doing these, I'd like to think David Adeley's doing these runs, he's doing these sprints, he's doing these rounds of sparring, he's doing 2-man in, 2-man out, maybe, 4 rounds a piece, doing 12, 15, 16 rounds, whatever. So what is that missing part? Because let's have it right, everyone knows a good 6-round fighter.
Yeah, but I'm not talking only about David Adeleye.
Absolutely, just the fighters in general.
Everyone's different, man. Everyone's just different. Some people are conditioned different. Some people got that grit. I feel like with David Adeleye, it was a lot of his grit that got him through. You know, he physically looks in shape. But then Tyson Fury wouldn't look as in good shape, but Tyson Fury does 12 rounds easy. I think it's a lot to do with your mental conditioning and being comfortable at that stage. Plays a massive, massive, massive part.
Okay. Well, that's one fight that arguably was quite a good fight on the night. The next fight, before we get it in, Joe, if you want to get that ready for me, what did you think was going to happen before you watched that fight last night? Moses and Dillion.
Moses, a tumor against Dillion, but again, when that fight was made, it was a bittersweet moment for me because I know both guys. I know Dillon's a very, behind the cameras, he's a very nice guy, very down to earth, just wants to support his family, and it was a great fight on paper for Moses. I said this as well in the build-up. Moses, for me, I said it on TalkSport, he's it. He's the real deal. Fast feet, fast hands, very, very, very good boxing IQ. And he's so young, he's youthful. So, and if you look at his demeanor as well, he's very calm. And he shows it in the ring. People keep talking about, we want to see how he reacts when he gets hit and things like that. The aim of the game is to hit and not get hit. But for me, what was impressive for this fight was the punch selection. Punch selection. You don't
Body and head.
You do not see heavyweights throwing, pull jabs and then straight left to the body, stepping back, getting out of range, getting back in range by pouring the jab, and then throwing a 3-piece, going back down to the body, touching the head, back down to the body. You don't see it. You see middleweights doing them kind of things, welterweights. So again, I've said it from early. The boy is 20 years old. He sent me a picture.
I remember this. Of me you and him. Yeah.
And he messaged me and he said, I was 12.
But he's taller than me in the picture. But I remember it, like him, his brother, and like some other kids. It's crazy. But then now look at him.
So what do you think about, I wouldn't say it's criticism because, you know, I'm a boxing man at heart, as I'm sure you know. So all these pundits that want to say he needs to be chin checked and gut checked
nonsense.
and all that. I agree, but is that just to make a narrative for no reason? Because, you know,
I think people genuinely believe it. The aim of the sport is to hit and not get hit. But there's these people that have this thing of, at some point you're going to get hit. Can you take a shot? Well, he wants to not find that out for as long as possible. That's the aim of the game. You don't want to get hit with any shots. I've seen him be hit with, you know, a shot. The shot he knocked out the guy with in his fight before this fight. They both threw a left hook. Or right hook, sorry. They both threw a right hook same time. Both landed, but Moses' one was just better. You know, Moses was, you know, stepping away from the punch, etc. So, I don't know. For me, from what I've seen, he's it.
So you know boxing. I know you you stay in your own bubble of boxing, but obviously we're going to be talking about Moses. The question's been asked to a few people over the last 12 to 24 hours. Who is that next test for him? And is Usyk a step too early? In your professional and boxing opinion, there are two different opinions there. There's a boxing one, and there's a...
My opinion...
Your boxing one or Anthony Yarde's one?
Every opinion.
Okay.
My opinion is, if Moses fights Usyk now, it's a win-win plus a win situation. There's no lose situation for Moses. If Usyk beats him, there's all the reasons in the world why Usyk beats him. He's too young. He just turned 20 years old. He's only had 13 professional fights. It's way too early, you know.
Does it remind you of someone?
Me?
Just saying.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying there was like... But it's a bit different in boxing. With him, he's 20 years old. It's completely different. I was 28 when I went to Russia and fought Kovalev. Different. I know, obviously, I had, you know, 12 amateur fights and I went out to Russia, fought Kovalev, etc. But Usyk right now is pound for pound probably number one in the world.
Let's not get to that right now because I got that coming up, but thank you for that. That's cool.
But I'm just saying, arguably pound for pound number one. Undisputed cruise. Listen, he's credentialed. He's completed boxing. If you think about it, gold medalist, European gold medalist, undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight. Like, stop it. So Moses, this green, fresh young kid, goes and fights him. Where's what? Do you get what I'm saying? He's very early in his career.
But
imagine he beats him.
Yeah. But the earliness in his career, I think, is becoming less and less of a talk because it's like the heavyweight scene. I mean, there's only so many more people he could physically fight right now that would make it make sense for his progression and the financials, which obviously we know is important in boxing. It's not just about going to fight anyone and everyone, but the caliber of people at the minute, you can't go backwards from Dillion now after doing that. You can't go and fight some random guy that we don't know anymore.
That's true, and that's what I'm saying. That's the danger in putting him in against, you know, Usyk. Once he does that, again, if Usyk, you know, does win, he can, you know, rebuild and things like that, but it won't be too long. But I heard him mention Caballero and Parker. They're two, in my opinion, winnable, but dangerous fights. And how much credit would he get for winning them fights? This is my opinion. He's a young boy. The whole thing was, if he was trying to, you know, fast track to beat Mike Tyson's record, yeah, throw him in. You know, just let's try and make history. But he's not going to hit Mike Tyson's record. So why are we rushing? He's a fighter. Like me, it didn't matter who they put in front of me. I was saying yes. I was fighting. It's happened throughout my career. There's opportunity to fight this guy. Yes, it's a fight. But management, you know, people that are, you know, making the fights happen and things like that. I think, what is the rush?
You say not the rush, and I hear you. But my point again is, how do you keep someone like that active without rushing him? Like I said, the scene isn't blessed with 15 top heavyweights that he
There don't need to be 15 top heavyweights. Let's go back in history. Let's look at how we made greats. How we made people like Roberto Duran, James Toney, Mike Tyson, Chavez. Go and look at their records. Go and look at who they were fighting. They won a world title. And then when they fought someone a bit lower. And then they rode the wave because it's a whole career. It's not a lottery ticket. It's not something you just go, boom. Let's try and get the biggest fights and let's cash out now. Throughout history, boxing ain't really been done like that. And that's not how we've made legends. That's how we've made we've got some world champions. He was a good champion, well done. But how legends were made, go and look at their resumes. Go and look at their careers and how it happened. Even me, the era that we're in now is that because there's so many eyes and so much opinions, there's a lot of pressure on who people are fighting, how they're fighting them, etc. Everyone's opinionated. Whereas back in the day, it probably was that same ridicule, but not with as much eyes. So I feel like promoters and people steered it a bit different. You know, they managed it a bit differently. As long as they kept people interested, they didn't really care about, you know, the he say, she say.
So on that point, because what you're doing in the minute, you're going into so many questions that I've got to ask. You actually get them in there.
Go ahead,
so one of them is, in 2025, is it about belts or money?
Money. And I feel like
because there's gonna be some diehard boxing fans watching this. Gonna be like, "What do you mean? It's about winning the world." So this is Anthony Yarde. So
yeah, let me explain it. Yeah. So the reason I say it's about the money is because I'm going to mention names as well. First, I'm going to mention myself. I got offered step-aside money to not fight Kovalev. The same money I got paid for fighting him. Because he had the fight next with Canelo, and they offered me step-aside money, the exact same amount as I would have got for fighting him. To go back to Russia, like a madman, and fighting this guy in Russia. I said, no, I want to fight. So it shows my mentality. It's not about the money. It wasn't about the money for me at that stage in my career. Fast forward now, 2025. Money has to be a part of it because I just turned 34. Happy birthday to me.
Yes.
You know, August 13th.
Week. Yes.
August 13th, so gone not long ago. I wouldn't say I've got, 10 years left in the sport. Like, people that do box, they know how hard it is. You've seen me, how hard I work, how consistent I am. It's years and years of hard work, body aches and sometimes headaches, dehydration, hands are hurting, hands are swollen, all these kind of things for years. And then I've seen boxers, Frank Bruno, look at the stages he made it to. World champion, fought Mike Tyson, all these kind of things. I don't know what position he's in currently, but I've seen him. And I was like, he don't look like he's rich. I saw Riddick Bowe when I went to Vegas, 2013. And even the way he was treated in that environment, I was like, hold on a minute. What? Is everyone all right? This is Riddick Bowe. He wasn't doing too well, holy trainers and things like that. I was like, no, that's Riddick Bowe. I had a very, very, very quick reality check about after boxing. And these are guys that have lost brain cells through boxing. These are guys that even look into history, you can even go into Britain, look at some people that were champions, icons in boxing. Because what happens is everyone forgets. And these people got to live the rest of their life. They got to, potentially look after their family or not look after their family. Even someone like Holyfield went bankrupt. I don't know what position he's in now. Went bankrupt. Mike Tyson, who generated, I think it was like almost $1 billion in his career. No, he generated more. He earned almost $1 billion within his career. he's known for, he spent a lot of his money, he gave out cars and things like that. Yeah, he's all right now, but he went to the point where he went down to like 1 million. Think about it. So it's like people badmouth Floyd Mayweather and they badmouth certain people, but you're hearing every fighter say it now. You know, I'm making sure I'm financially okay. It's a big part of it.
So for all the kids, you know, there's a transition, like you say, when you got to think about the money. But initially, it's about the fighting.
It's a mix.
From the beginning?
From the beginning, it's a mix. Because you're not going to give any fighter £2.50 and say go into a world title fight. So clearly, it's called prize fighting for a reason. Exactly. So it's like, if I got offered, you know, £100 to go and fight for a world title, I'm going to be like, he's all right. So who's this money going to? Who am I fighting to pay?
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's a
how it
different
works.
angle. And that's why I wanted to do this podcast, because that's a different angle. If I'm getting this,
Who am I paying?
who am I
Yeah,
paying?
because somebody's getting paid. It's generating money somewhere. So it's like, from I feel like it's fair, I understand this is your job. This is my job. Is it fair? And then we're all okay with it. Hopefully, you know, some people are in a situation where there's transparency. A lot of 99% of people are not. But for me, it's like, you know, it's blood, sweat, and tears. You know, that's the saying. Don't know about the tears and the blood, but it's a lot of sweat. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of grind. It's a lot of emotional, you know, I don't even know what word to use. Emotional damage. A lot of so many things that go into being a boxer. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of time away from family, friends, you know, sacrificing relationships. So much that goes into boxing. So it's like the danger of it. Like boxing is probably arguably one of the most dangerous sports in the world.
Do you agree or disagree to say that UFC is more dangerous than boxing?
There's different opinions. So UFC can be more dangerous because they use elbows and things like that. But it's been proven that with getting hit with boxing gloves, over time is actually more damaging for the brain because a bigger surface area, harder to knock someone out, etc., etc., etc. You're better off knocking someone out one punch than hitting
taking
them
10 punches, yeah.
15.
I've heard that as well.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why the art of the the
Back
name
to
of the
start
game
of this podcast.
is hit and
And
don't
not
get hit.
I mean, while we're setting up, we can obviously talk about his whole career is a little bit unsure. I mean, people say he's had 28 amateurs. He's undefeated as an amateur. He never boxed as a senior as an amateur. So, you know, from 11, he moved to Kent, I was reading, to 17. 28 fights in 6 or 7 years doesn't sound like a lot.
It's not. I had 12.
No, but I mean, to stay undefeated, he would have gone into multiple competitions, but there's no big competition win of note against his name.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying we're looking at pedigree.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm a big believer in amateurs aren't everything, as you've proven, and many others have proven. I'm sure people that in the future will prove. But it is a, you know, you mentioned U6. You know,
Yeah.
it is a grounding for something.
No, it is. So from what I've seen, there's always two sides to a coin here. So you got your Usyks, you got your Beterbievs, you got your Lomachenkos, you know, Kovalevs, and a lot of them, the Americans, way over 100 fights. You know, Beterbiev had 350 something amateur fights and lost 5. And one of them was to Usyk, and then two of them was to Usyk, and he beat Usyk once. Usyk had hundreds of fights. Kovalev, hundreds of fights. Like, go to Americans, Haney, like 130, 40 fights. Keep going. These guys have over hundreds of fights. That is an experience. But then again, you get other guys who have hundreds of fights and they're finished. From the amateurs, they're finished. They can't even turn pro because they're done. Because of the kind of fights they've had. They've taken a lot of punishment. They've sparred hard. So when the time comes now, they can't even talk to the promoter. Do you get what I'm saying? Some people say they took more punishment at amateurs than they have as professionals. because of the style. Is you got 3 minutes. Wait, is it 3? No, you got 3 rounds. 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Pop, pop, pop. They're just going at it. Barely any movement. They're throwing punches. They're landing big shots. And then the sparring, you know, it takes a toll. So I feel fresh. I had 12 amateur fights. I'm into like getting into the 30s now in professional bouts. And there's been 2 fights in my whole career where I've taken any punishment. 2 world title fights, Kovalev and Beterbiev. And it wasn't crazy punishment. Like, I wasn't like cuts and bruises. The Kovalev fight, a bit of dehydration, you know, I've learned from that. And in the Beterbiev fight, I got caught with a shot.
Which is boxing.
Yeah. And, you know, I've never been like knocked out. So again, touch wood. But the point I'm making is I feel fresh. You know, I still spar okay. I talk okay. And that's how I want to keep it. You know, thank God. And just to keep being smart, make the right moves, you know, invest my money, you know, look after my family. And that's it. Right off into the sunset.
Just before we watch that really quickly though, on the amateurs, just lastly, because it's something that I'm quite passionate about.
Yes.
Is that does the governing body need to do more in terms of having more shows and more, you know, events available for these young boys and girls to develop? Because for me, like I say, the amateurs, that is not everything, but it's where you can get your experience.
100%.
But
yeah,
how do you match the Europeans and the Americans
can't.
with 100+ bouts as a standard, let alone...
Their standard is 100. Like, it's a standard. Like 100 and... You're deemed to have not had a lot of fights if you're in the 80s. That's crazy. I think even like... I don't know how much Anthony Joshua had, but I'm sure he had something like 40 or something.
Yeah, he got there. Tyson had about 28, 30.
So this is what I'm trying to say. That's not a lot of fights. It's not a lot of amateur fights, but it is a good place to get your pedigree. It is a good place to do these kind of things. But at the same time, I've given you the other side. People can overdo it. I think it depends on the fighter. Depends on who's training the fighter. I say this, a trainer can make or break a real talent from early. Because he can get a talented boy, got all the talent in the world. He puts him in there to spar somebody too hard, too early. He breaks that kid's confidence. That kid don't want to do the things he does no more. That kid's not a superstar no more. Whereas someone that was nurtured, and this kid that was so good, was beating up everybody, he gained the Moses Atama confidence. Now it don't matter who he gets in there with, he's like, what? Listen, I'll smack up anybody. Like, literally, anybody.
You're touching on a lot of questions that I had for you. We'll just roll with it because we're doing it. So, into the trainers. One of the questions is, are we blessed with enough good coaches in the UK? Before you answer it. And why is it, if your answer was yes, why do so many, I'll say fighters, but I'm going to be real. It's mainly black fighters that I've seen do it. Why do they think they're going to get this missing piece to a jigsaw puzzle across the pond?
I guess it's just a mix in opinions. Some people, I don't think there's anything wrong with someone wanting to add to their game, add to the knowledge. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with sticking it out. You know, working on yourself, your trainer getting better. You know, there's stories in boxing. You know, there's you know, it's different. You can't really mention Floyd Mayweather because that's his family. You know, he was stuck with him from birth. His uncle and his dad. But you got, you know, Customato and Matt Tyson. Customato passed away. Teddy Atlas, you know, done most of his career. And then Tyson, you know, moved on for whatever reason. You've seen it with Javante Davis now. His main trainer is still there, but now he's brought someone else in. Maybe for, I don't know, second pair of eyes, different opinion, different look.
As you said, as you started, it was add.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that are just replacing.
Yeah.
And thinking they're going to get the answer.
But it's worked in the past. It's worked. Look at someone like Amir Khan. You know, they start off with one person, they go across the pond. You know, Freddie Roach and all these other people. I'm not too good with all the knowledge about these things because I like to keep my you know, my base in terms of things I'm interested in. I have to be interested in watching something. You know? But you've seen it with a lot of fighters. I'm trying to think of fighters that have gone, you know, across the pond.
I just think I've seen more that have gone across the pond and not changed. And if you're going somewhere to learn, people want to see improvements.
Yeah.
You know, you've arguably, you know, in the press, probably been told. I've seen you on a podcast with the cruiserweight. I forgot his name. It's gone out my head. Really apologise. Gone out my head. But saw the podcast where you were probably questioned, why don't you get a new trainer? And I remember listening to your response. It's like, why? You know, and I just think some people want to. I don't want to compare it to relationships and girls and boys, but it's like, oh, you can just go out and get another one. And I don't think people get this boxing thing, how spiritual it is, or it can be. You know, you want to have someone that knows you, knows how they can get the best out of you. And starting from scratch with someone, you got a 2-3 year run up easily. You can't just walk into a gym, hit 1 or 2 pads, and all of a sudden you're learning.
Yes, but again, it does depend on a lot. It depends on the trainer they go into, because cool, if you got somebody who's been boxing with the same coaches or whatever, with the same style for years, and they go over and they start training with someone else, and that trainer tries to change their style, it's not going to work, is it? Because they're becoming a new fighter. Whereas if they know the style, they're enhancing the style, and they maybe add a couple things to it, or you know, this person's good with game plans, or this person's good with you know, inside work. You know, he teaches them something about, you know, on the inside, grabbing and or a little footwork, you know, tip when to do this, when to do that. You've enhanced the fighter, but then you get another trainer who goes, "Oh, yeah, stop doing that." You know, Muhammad Ali effect. You know, when Ali went in the gym and he was pulling his head back, if he was in England with some trainers that I've come across, don't do that. Don't put your chin up in the air. Yeah. You even heard them talking about it yesterday, saying the guy that Nick Ball fought.
Yeah.
First thing Andy said was, "Yeah, you know, he keeps his chin up in the air." I didn't see him get rocked or nothing in that whole fight.
I think it's so easy to criticise when you're looking in, isn't it? And I think that's arguably their jobs at the time, is to obviously pick.
It is, but why not like credit how great the fighters are? Why is it always like, oh, he does this bad, he does this bad, he does this, you know, he needs to be careful about this. Why not? He does this very good, and that's why, you know, the fact he does that so good and this person does that so good, it's a recipe for a great fight. That's more my personality anyway.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I see the things
positive persons.
I see the things that Nick Ball does, and I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a shootout. Yeah. And then the other guy, what's his name? Paddy. What's his name?
The one he just fought.
Yeah.
Goodman.
Goodman. That's it. I was like, yeah, but this guy, he's jittery and he's coming up a weight, but he's got a good jab and good footwork.
Yeah.
You know, Nick Ball's gonna have to find him. Like it was for me, it was exciting. Yeah. It was such a good fight as well. Scorecards were absolutely funny. Wide, and it was such a close fight. I think
one said 118, 110.
Crazy.
And I was like, I think the 115, 113 was probably arguably the best outcome, but
possible.
118, 110.
In my opinion, it could have been a draw.
Because we digress a lot, but that's why it's good about it, is because it's all boxing. Do you think judges should have IFL in their face after a fight and be like, okay, Mr. Howard Foster, it wasn't him last night, by the way, but Mr. Howard, what did you see? Do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if the Boxing Board of Control have got something in place where that can't be done, but why aren't they being answered? Because arguably they can mess up someone's career.
Yeah. They have done as well. Like they can ruin people's careers. They can change people's lives. They have such a big decision in their hand.
But do you also believe, because I speak to a lot of people on the England boxing circuit that are judges, and they go through extensive courses, which the Boxing Board of Control to their very good credit, very, very well run organisation in terms of the safety of fighters and everything else. And their training for judges and trainers is very, very good. However, do you believe that people don't understand judging to a certain extent? I'll give you a prime example. If you're on the ropes, you're a very...
Don't need to talk about me, talk about someone else.
Well, anyone on the ropes that's facing this way, this judge can't see anything.
That's true.
So is that the judge's fault? So if he scores that round against somebody else because of what he can physically see, not what he's assuming to see, is that how we get to a scorecard like that? Like some of Nick Ball's punches were so tight, very well thrown. If he's throwing it here and the judge behind can't really see that, he's not counting that flurry in that exchange in his head. So when he comes to the end of the round, he's like 10, 9, maybe. You know, so I don't know. Or the opposite way, because obviously Nick Ball was one that got the wide scorecards, is that all of Goodman's cute work probably is not getting seen by a couple of the judges. He has some nice, cute inside work, nice jabs, but when Nick Ball's, it's like, oh, okay, give him that round. So I'd like to get Cougar and Cassius just to go right in front of the judges, something go, right, have a seat, tell us what you saw. But that's part and parcel. But that's fine. Joe, can we get that set up? Because as Anthony was saying, it's the build-up to how we got to the ending, which I think was quite cool. So talk us through this.
So I'm eating my grape. From what I see here, this is beautiful boxing. He faked him, then threw the jab. Then he went down to stairs to the body with the left hand. Good footwork. Step back at the right moment. He's not stepping back too far. Sharp jab. And he noticed now that Dillion Whyte is, not throwing. He's not even committing to the jab. He's throwing it, but it's not a jab that's going to hit him and hurt him. And Moses Atuma's jab is like a bar and arrow. It's hard and it's fast. For me, this part. The fake, and then the pull jab. The pull jab that comes in a second. Look, pull
That
jab.
one, yeah.
And then left to the body. And then he does that same he does the same shot again, because now he knows he can land it. He does it again, but it's harder. Just before the stoppage. I think it's coming up now. Right now. Look, fake, and then Dillion Whyte goes for a jab. He pull counters, jab, boom, to the body. That's where the fight was over. And then he landed the left hook. And then that right hook that hit like the back of Dillion Whyte's head, his equilibrium's gone now. But for me, it's the punch selection. He came in,
Not rushing.
he wobbled him. The first punch when he came in was right hook to the body, right hook to the head. Look, the pull down, the guard, and then the right hook in close. It's actually beautiful boxing. I'm so upset, and it's sad to see it be Dillion Whyte. Dillion Whyte, he's a warrior, he's a British legend, a British boxing legend.
We can't be retrospective because it takes away Moses' great achievement last night.
Absolutely not.
However, does Dillion of 4 years ago,
No.
does that happen to Dillion? It's the same outcome.
It's the same outcome.
No, I rate that. Because that, it's like we spoke about people getting people's negatives, and people will arguably say, and I said this before when the fight was to be made, that if he does blow him out of there, Dillon's over the hill now. And if Dillion took him 6 or 8 or whatever rounds, it's like maybe he needs a few more. And I thought it was a lose-lose in the perspective of how society works for Moses. Because he's blown him out in the round. No one's seen that happen to Dillion. Dillion's been in with everyone.
Dillion has beat Povetkin. Dillion beat Joseph Parker. He beat Chisora. He's got a resume.
Absolutely.
Dillion Whyte has a serious resume. Moses, on that night, last night, was too good. Plain and simple, sharp. And I said it for the build-up. I said the difference in this fight is going to be the sharpness. I couldn't see. Yes, Dillion Whyte is a fighter, and when someone stands in front of him and they're a bit sluggish and they want to have it out with him, we're going to see a good fight.
Yeah.
But someone like Moses,
Not going to get involved.
who's boxing like a middleweight, but he's got power. Rangy. He's doing the up and down. He's faking him up and down, and then a hard left to the body and then back. Come on, man. You have even Usyk. I know, don't no disrespect. We're not even seeing Usyk throw clean combination like that. Go and quote me.
No.
Try and misquote me. Not even Usyk is throwing clean, precise combinations like that. With that zap.
No, I agree.
Usyk, for me, what makes Usyk the great right now is his cerebral capacity. In different situations, he's proven that he knows what to do in so many different situations against so many different types of fighters. Usyk for me is, you know,
So he's been through a lot of fighters, Usyk.
but he's beaten a lot of fighters.
He's been through a lot of fighters and beaten everyone.
Yes.
What would Moses bring to the table that he's not? Because forget Moses for a second. It was all about when he was coming to heavyweight, Usyk, this, that. But when you do your history, he's fought and sparred heavyweights for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So them saying, can he handle how big? He's done all that. So our question is now, what would Moses bring to that table where it'd be like, I've never seen that before. I believe he's seen everything. The speed of Anthony Joshua, the power of Anthony Joshua.
No, it's different, man. You could every individual is not the same. As I said before, I personally believe if Moses is nurtured right, he's something we haven't seen since years ago. He's actually something we haven't seen since, and I'm not comparing him to Mike Tyson, but he's something we haven't seen since them times. That's my honest opinion. Because as I said before, when's the last time we saw heavyweights throw such zappy punches and have boxing IQ? Exactamundo.
I hear you, but do you still think the heavyweight? Because I think heavyweight, the weight class, is in its own league to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is, are there eras where people are just destined for what's going to happen? What I mean by that is, I remember speaking to people when I was coming into boxing, and one of the arguments that I've heard is that Mike Tyson's era, his prime era, there wasn't anyone really there doing anything.
Okay.
What I've been heard. So,
Okay.
do you not feel that, because that's the comparison that Moses is getting, A, because of his age, and B, he's throwing punches, like you say, viciously, aggressively, in the right place, exactly like Mike. But I believe there's probably more, not competition, it sounds wrong that competition is to discredit Mike Tyson, one of my favourite fighters. But I feel like, I'm not too sure, you said if he's nurtured right, I'm not too sure what else he's going to be nurtured into. There's only...
So what are you saying? What era was better?
That's what I'm asking you. Is it now? Is it then?
For me,
And you can't... the sign is you can't compare eras because...
you can't.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, because them times we had phenomenal fighters. Like, let's not get it twisted. Because Mike Tyson made them look very ordinary and probably ruined their careers, it don't mean they wasn't good fighters. You know, Frank Bruno, any heavyweight today, he would have given them a run for their money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't really compare eras. It's unfair to do that, and I hate it. You know, people say, would Floyd Mayweather beat Sugar Ray Leonard? I hate it. They're two greats of their own era, different. People started saying, you know, would Tyson Fury beat Mike Tyson? He's so much bigger than him. Except there's so much things we're gonna do in terms of comparison.
Yeah.
It's just unfair. Moses Atuma is not Mike Tyson. He's absolutely not Mike Tyson. Nobody is Mike Tyson. Let's absolutely get this straight. Mike Tyson's the reason I got into boxing. He's probably the most famous boxer other than Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Agreed.
So stop it. That does not come overnight. That is not given to anybody. Mike Tyson is not to be compared to anybody. The thing I'm saying about Moses in today's era against the current heavyweights is he's a sharp shooter. He's fighting like he's a sharp, not a sluggish, a sharp middleweight, but he clearly got the size and power of a heavyweight. That's dangerous recipe for anybody. that's a recipe
I
of
think
some
his
chicken.
weight and height has come into play as well, because Joe, could you just check Google quickly? Because they're saying that Moses is 6'2", and Dillion is 6'4". but
Unless he's wearing platforms.
but Moses was looking a little bit down on Dillion.
Yeah, that maybe they got him from when he was 16. they got his hat from when he was 16 years old.
Unless he was wearing Air Forces or something. I don't know, but I saw Moses. I mean, I took my son to Wembley a couple of years ago when Moses was fighting. I think it was Zhang and Joe Joyce undercard. You fought as well on the night. And when he walked out, I was like, he doesn't look that big. Like, that's only 2 years ago. Obviously, I know he's been training, like everyone does, but he weighed more than Dillion. I mean...
Wait, we do understand he's 20, right?
Moses is 6'2", and then Dillion White's 6'4".
That's lies.
that can't be right.
So this is what I'm saying. Boxrec.
Is that Boxrec or is that Wikipedia?
No, that's just on Google.
All right, so listen. Clearly, they haven't updated. we're forgetting, yeah? This is what the problem is. Moses is a growing child. Like, he's a grown man now, adult, but he's a growing man. He's a growing young man.
Is there still more man strength to come?
Of course. Like, come on, guys. He's 20 years old. I remember myself at 20, 19, 20. Like, my body, I've changed so much since I was 19 or 20. Probably my shoulder formation might have changed a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Like, your back structure changes. Like, your bone density changes. Your jawline changes. He actually still looks like a kid. If you look at his face properly, like, his voice is deep and stuff, but even, like, his speech is still young. He's a young man. He's 20 years old. I remember me at 20 years old. I wasn't, boxing on TV. Believe that.
2025.
Yes.
It's a big year for you.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it? November 22nd.
How am I meant to be feeling?
I want to know. How are you feeling about it?
Just tune into the fight, November 22nd, 2025, Saudi Arabia. Enjoy the show.
How is training going, though?
Training's going sensational.
Yeah?
Tune into the zone. Is it going to be I don't even know where it's going to be. That's how focus I am. November 22nd.
And that's the point I want to make, actually, to all the kids out there. This is one of the guys that you can ask him a question. And if it's not his interest, he doesn't care. He doesn't know. And that's not a disrespect to anybody. It just shows you how you can stay focused.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you entertain everything,
then you're fake. That's it. It's plain and simple. You can't entertain everything. There's some things I just don't give a shit about. Some things I don't care about. It's not my interest. And so what if it's not my interest? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think you've got to just touch on that because there's a lot of kids at the minute that are they're in this space right now where everyone wants to be accepted, everyone wants to be liked.
Yeah, that's nonsense. You can't please everybody. Like, even look at sports. Like, everyone, if you don't watch sports, look at, television. If you don't watch television, look in your school. If you don't go to school, look in your choir. If you don't go choir, like, it don't matter where you go in life, go into your shop. Not everybody is going to like everything. You have 5 friends, they might all like different sweets. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they all got different palettes. The point I'm making is, it's impossible to please everybody. It's actually an impossible task. Someone like, look, Anthony Joshua, he done everything right. There were still people saying, I can't wait for him to lose. And I was like, why?
This guy's changed.
Like, why, bro? Why do you want him to lose? What's he done to you? Do you know him? Did he do something to a girl?
That's how I feel when they talk about him. Like, he's personally done something to somebody.
That's what I'm trying to say. But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole nature of people not liking something. Oh, I don't like the way he talks, man. Like, grow up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, man.
I'm with you on
man,
that.
He's had it easy, man. Oh, you with him every day? You training with what? Is it what's going on? Oh, nah, man. Nah.
Yeah.
No, what?
Yeah.
And then when, like, he loses, he gets fans. Because people like the person that, lost and got up and...
Wrong mentality.
You can't please everybody. Some people like one thing. Some people like the other thing. Some people hate Floyd Mayweather. Some people love Floyd Mayweather. Some people hated Hansa Stone, Roberto Duran. Some people loved him. Some people liked how brutal he was. Some people said, no, he's, not a nice guy. But it's like, you can't please everybody. Some people like entertainment, some people don't. Some people like Nassim Hamed. Some people didn't. They said he was cocky. Some people saw it as entertainment. You can't please everybody. So be yourself. If you like Rice Krispies, eat Rice Krispies. If you like shredded wheat, shreddies, eat your shreddies. You don't need to be like everybody else. You don't need to like the same things. Like, you don't even need to like the same girl. You don't need to like the same guy. Be yourself. If you like something, be comfortable in. This is what I say to people, I'm like, if you're different from everybody else, ain't that a good thing? Ain't everyone always trying to wear the nicest, fresh trainers? Or if you see someone wearing the same trainers as you, you're like, I should have worn my other ones today. You don't want to be the same. So why not in personality as well? Why not in goals?
Life.
Why not in life? But people always care and worried about what other people think when these other people don't even matter, really. This is what I tell people to do, yeah? Who does it matter to you, really? Wait, let me say this right. The people that like you, who are these people that actually matter? I don't even know if that sounds right.
I know what you mean. The ones
you know
that
what I mean,
like you, who the ones you actually care about.
Who's the ones that actually like it makes a difference to your life? Like if this person likes me, or they're proud of me, or they like what I do or whatever, does that make a difference to my life? Do I care? Whereas really and truly, if you care about what a stranger thinks about you, you're clearly doing something wrong in life, because you should only care about how you feel about yourself in that moment. If you're raised right, not to offend others. And when I say raised right, it's an open book. But don't offend other people. Don't, willingly go out your way to hurt other people. It's not nice, because you wouldn't like it being done to you. Don't do unto others as you wouldn't want done unto yourself, etc. Within reason, because I'm a joker. I laugh. Like if something's funny, if someone falls over, I'm gonna laugh. That's why. You get what I'm saying? Like it's funny.
Yeah.
So it's like, be a good person. To the best of your ability. Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't hurt anybody. Like, don't do unnecessary stuff. But that's coming from a good person. A bad person probably tell you something different. But then again, you can't please everybody.
That's it. 100%. All right, I got a quick game now. Myths or facts?
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
My cup of tea.
Okay, cool. The average man overestimates his boxing ability by 400%.
By 400%.
Yeah. Myth or fact?
Facts. Absolute facts.
Why did you say facts? You got to give a reason.
If you go to a pub on a Friday night, listen, everyone is champion of the world. Listen, I'm telling you. No, but I actually think that's facts, because even growing up, all your friends will tell you, yeah, man, if something happens, Bob, hey, trust me, man. Everyone puts their shoulders forward and says, hey, trust me, man. Hey, trust me, bro. And then something pops off, yeah, and this person's nowhere to be seen, or you see someone hitting like this. So I'll say that's true.
Okay, facts. So facts, yeah?
Am I right or wrong?
This is you. This is
what do you mean?
To do with me.
You ain't got the statistics there to tell me if I'm right or wrong.
No.
Come on, man.
This is just you.
Where's the fun in this? I need to be told you're right.
The study has shown that it's correct.
See, that's what I need the answer. It is correct.
Okay. Running is vital in the sport of boxing.
Running is vital in the sport of boxing. Yes. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Oh yeah.
Some people don't think it is, but it's essential.
Yeah.
The history of the sport.
Yeah.
That running is vital to the sport of boxing.
It's an essential.
Best trainers and fighters are from the US. Now that is information that's been gathered on world champions.
Yes,
created.
I agree.
Only.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Free for free, man. Free for free, man.
Let's see. Next one for you. Okay. 100 Anthony Yards
Go on, tell me the gorilla.
would beat one gorilla.
Bruv, I'm telling everyone now. Yeah, you see this whole question. Have they seen a gorilla? Are you talking about a silverback, yeah? You talking about the one with the front arms are long, yeah, and the back is sticking out like this, and their chest is, and they do this, and when they do this, it looks like dust comes out their nose. Yeah, you're a joker. Do you know the density of their cranium? This is the question I would like to know. Yeah, how are you gonna kill that gorilla?
A lot of people, from the information that I've gathered,
Nonsense.
that they'd wear it out. They think they'd wear it out over time. Because when you go back in history, men that had to hunt certain animals...
With weapons.
But they had weapons, but not a single weapon that would kill it.
No, but they had weapons. Even if it was ropes and things like that, you're just saying that... No, but even seeing them fight each other, that don't do it any justice because they're just as strong as each other. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not doing it any justice. Put him against a human and you see how far the human flies. So seeing two gorillas fight each other ain't doing it. That's why everyone's thinking, yeah, I can go in there and do that. Come on, I can do something.
So did you not think smarts would come into it? We're talking about beating a gorilla, capturing it, not necessarily killing it.
Come on, all jokes aside, yeah. All jokes aside. Oh, okay, so the question has to be specific. 100 Anthony Yardes, 100 of me. Have I got any artillery? Anything, ropes, anything. Have I got anything?
You've got no...
Am I naked?
Machine... No, you're not naked.
So what have I got?
You've got Tarzan shorts on.
That's naked.
Okay, cool. And you could have any type of rope.
So you got ropes.
You got a rope. Rope is
Then
all you're
we'll
gonna
win.
have.
Then we'll win. This is what I'm trying to say. You have to add things. We have to add human creations with us. In nature against nature, naked me with my things hanging out. Naked that gorilla with his things hanging out. 100 of me is not beating one gorilla. How? You know, one toom. And that's the noise it will make. One toom. Anywhere. Like you're sleeping, bro.
100%.
Probably cracked cranium.
Easily. Easily. Okay.
Go on, this is another one. Let a human being, let 100 people in the room, and let's see who goes after the gorilla first. Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna go first? Not me.
Oh, do you know what's mad? Getting off point again, but that's why you put stuff in my head. I was reading something about how wolves align. That they actually align in a certain way. But if they're going to attack something, they normally send the weakest first.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be you, it wouldn't be me, so we're just chilling. Okay. Couple more bests. These are the bests you got to give your information on, yeah? Best dance movie.
Ooh.
No twos, no threes, just one.
The best movie surrounding dancing.
Yeah.
For me personally, You Got Served.
Okay. We're tying on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Served. That's the one.
Not many people know about it. I'm trying to show my daughter. My daughter's into dancing. I'm saying, just watch this movie and get something from
But
it.
it's one of the best movies ever. Come on.
Best gangster movie.
Oh, this one's hard, man. This one's too hard. It's too hard, bro. I'm being honest with you. Void. The question is void. I need like a top 3 or something. I can't say I have a best gangster movie. I can't.
Okay.
For it's different reasons.
Just name me 3 that you'd watch at any time. Any 3 that you'd watch any given moment.
Actually, I can actually answer this. I was thinking black in my head straight away. I was thinking gangster black movie. If I had to say a gangster movie, I have got one. Scarface.
Yeah, we'll write it down as well.
Scarface is my number 1 gangster movie.
Very, very good. What we got here? Last couple. Best box set, hands down.
Box set.
Ooh. So serious.
I'm caught between 2, you know. I'm caught between 2.
What 2?
Queen of the South and Snowfall.
Ooh. I'm going Queen of the South, just saying.
Is it?
That's because I've not finished Snowfall. But
okay, do you know what will make what could make me go Snowfall, yeah, is the fact based on real events. But some people say Queen of the South's based on true events as well.
Yeah, and I think it very much is.
Yeah, and I think it is.
And that's a different one. But
yeah, it's between them 2. But I don't know, man. It's hard.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that one there then.
Okay, we'll leave that one in the air.
We've got our next bit, which is called Build the Fighter. Now, I know this guy very, very well. Very well. And we might not get everything answered because I know how his mind works. But we're going to try our best. This is not for the elite fighters, as you say, because he'd pick himself on every single thing. So it's asking to do something out of his comfort zone, which I'm not sure we're going to get, but we're going to try our best, okay? We've got parts here to build a fighter, and you can pick 4 for yourself only.
4 for myself.
Yes, there's 4 parts that this builds a fighter.
A fighter?
Yeah.
Or is it things I can take from someone to add to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's skills I can take from somebody else
Yeah.
to add to me. Oh, yeah, that's easy. Go on.
Okay. But you can pick 4.
Okay, go
Okay.
on. To add to my arsenal already.
Yeah.
God damn.
Head movement.
Head movement.
You can say, I'll keep my own, thanks. Or
No. Head movement. I'm caught between Roberto Duran and why is these names going out of my head?
Roy Jones.
No. Southpaw. Greatest.
But
Pernell Whitaker. I'm caught between them two.
I've got to write this down as well because we've got to get the flashback on it. Head movement.
Head movement. Oh, man. You know what? Scrap both of them. I'm going for Willie Pep.
That's not bad. That's the guy that won a round without throwing a punch.
Throwing the punch. Willie
Mad.
Pep is, for me, head movement.
Chin.
Chin. Oh, I'm between Hagler and George Foreman. I'll say Hagler.
Hagler. Okay. Reflexes.
Roy Jones Jr.
Come on. Had to be.
Yeah, in his prime. Roy Jones in his prime, like phenomenal.
Jab.
Jab. I feel like, you know what? I feel like the jab is like an unfair question. But I would say... I'm going to go something a bit different. I'm going to say Lennox Lewis.
That's a good shout. That's a very good shout. Very, very good shout. Lewis. Footwork.
Oh, man. Footwork again, I'm going to go for Willie Pep.
Yeah. Okay. Pep. Power.
George Foreman.
Speed.
Speed. We're talking about primes, yeah? All primes.
No, not someone who's past it. They're prime.
Speed. Gary Russell Jr.
Wow. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Defensive style.
Floyd Mayweather.
Willie Pep and Floyd. They wouldn't hit anything.
Hey,
They wouldn't hit anything.
no one's hitting me. Like the footwork, chop, chop, the angles, everything, and then you got Floyd. Chop. Nah, it's mad. It's long for anybody.
And the last one can be your own or made up combination finisher. Your man's hurt. You're going for it. What piece you giving them?
Oh, you know what?
Can I guess? Can I guess?
No, but I'm not putting. If you notice, I'm not putting none of my things in there.
I know.
But go on, I know you're gonna probably get it right as well. You're probably gonna get it right.
I might not. I might not. But from what I know, when you've got someone hurt and they're wounded and they want to throw out a stupid, lazy jab because they're getting tired, and you pull it and you throw it right to the head, left to the body, and left back to the head, that's what I think your finish will be.
Nah.
No?
No. It's probably going to be. I love Mike Tyson's body.
Oh, that one.
Right. I used to love that combination.
I know who you're talking about because you've probably watched bare videos, yeah? There's a guy that's, no, did he? Slightly bent over because he's trying to crouch. Tyson comes out to the right, throws, and then goes underneath.
And he's like, isn't it?
Yeah. Put everything into and just walks off.
The guy he thought was it begins with a B. But that guy, and the guy looked at the camera like and he got up and they finished it, but Tyson ended up stopping him.
Yeah, very good. So, finishing the show, pound for pound list. Anthony Yarde's pound for pound list. Top 5. We don't need to do a 10.
My current top 5.
Top 5.
Usyk could be number 1.
Mm-hmm. Can you just, maybe, without digressing, why is he being, in many eyes, overlooked as a pound for pound?
Because,
in your opinion?
I don't know. Maybe because, again, the current heavyweights. So after he beat Fury twice, people are saying, oh yeah, like the heavyweights ain't that exciting. I feel like they're just trying to go, but for me it's like, you know, he's come to England, beaten 3 English heavyweight world champions 2 times each, 2 apiece, and he's come to England to do it. He's not an English fighter. People are forgetting this. He's going as an away fighter, even when he will become the champion. As the champion, he still came as an away fighter and beat these fighters in their backyard. Stopped Daniel twice. Beat Fury twice. Beat AJ twice. And I think it's the first fight he almost stopped AJ.
That last round.
15 more seconds, the fight was finished.
Yeah, I remember you talking about.
He wasn't going to stop throwing punches. So, if that's not a great, and then if you look at it, you know, he don't take a lot of punishment. What he done at cruiserweight, like you have to look at someone's career sometimes as well. Like he's pound for pound number 1.
Okay.
Like,
Fair shout.
the whole career, the whole everything from he started putting laces in the gloves, amateur, like he's however many time European gold medalist, Olympic, he won an Olympic gold medal, then he came professional, undisputed, cruiserweight. Was it undisputed or unified?
Undisputed because
Undisputed,
won
that tournament.
Yeah.
Undisputed cruiserweight, moves up in weight, undisputed twice, not once, 2 times.
They forget that.
They forget the twice, 2 times at heavyweight. Bro, stop it.
Number
Anyway,
2.
so yeah, he's my number 1 right now. I would say number 2. The reason why I would say is Crawford is based on, again, jump ups in weight, like going up in weight classes. If he beats Canelo, I put him number 1. Or him and Usyk could be sitting side by side. Because it would be hard to split them. It would be hard.
If he gets that victory.
It would be hard to put one of them above the other. It would be very, very hard. But even now, it's hard to put one above the other. I'm just being honest with you. It's still hard to do. Just because of like, for me, skill, like a lot, but I'll put Usyk 1. So yeah, Crawford number 2. Number 3, I would put Bivol.
Okay. Interesting. Why is that?
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I actually changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind because the reason why I'm changing my mind is because him and Better B ever won a piece.
Yeah.
They won a piece. Third, I think I'll put Inoue.
Okay.
Just because you see these people that have jumped up in weight class and done it again. Done it again. Done it again. Fourth, I'm putting Canelo.
Okay.
Because people have very short memories, you know. They have it. Like, and this is what annoys me about human beings sometimes. They forget. Like, you know when someone forgets they owe you money? When they needed it, they had the storyline, they had everything, they had delivery on point. Like, and then they just forget that they owe you money.
Yeah,
they forget when you help them when they needed the money. And then they're going out buying stuff or going to parties and stuff and, like, and haven't said a word.
Run me my money.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like it's a disrespect. You can't disrespect Canelo. What he's accomplished in the sport. How many world champions he's beat. You know, you can't, man. He's number 4 for me. And number 5, this is one I haven't really thought of yet. I would say we're coming to the light heavyweights. I don't know who gets his spot right now. You know what? Yeah. It's hard, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fighters now that are wandering around. Because I'm struggling in number 5, throw out just random names. Just keep saying names.
Davis. Javante Davis.
Come on then.
Shakur Stevenson. Now, is this pound for pound?
Is this including females?
I was just about Clarissa Shields is right there on the tip of my tongue. This is pound for pound.
Cool. Then I would say number 5 goes to Clarissa Shields. And the only reason Clarissa Shields is not higher on my list is because of competition, and it's not her fault. But when you're comparing it to the competition that, you know, is in some of the male industries, like it's, you know, you have to give it to these people. But yeah, I'll say Clarissa Shields will be my number 5. Like clean as well.
Good fight. She's very, very
And she could be higher on my list. Again, the competition. You know what's funny? Who did I put number 4?
Canelo.
I want to change my thing. I want to change it. So this is my official.
Usyk, Crawford, and
Usyk, number 1.
Yeah.
Crawford, number 2.
Yeah.
Canelo, number 3.
Okay.
Clarissa Shields, number 4. And Inoue, number 5.
Okay. So you hear it first. Anthony Yarde, Usyk, Crawford, Canelo, Clarissa Shields, and Inoue.
Yes.
That's his top 5. Now, just to finish off, I saw something a couple of days ago. My favourite fighter is Roy Jones Jr.
Yes.
Your favourite fighter?
Whatever in history.
Your favourite fighter? Is it Floyd? Was it Floyd at some point?
At some point, yeah. When Floyd was on his reign, like, come on, all access 24/7. Like, it was entertainment, TV, and then he was going in there making it easy. Come on, man, entertainment with it. Like, just watching boxing, Roy Jones was my guy.
My guy. Through and through.
From just watching boxing, from just watching highlights, Mike Tyson's my guy. from watching maybe a mixture, I love Roberto Duran. I've got so many fighters, you know, that I love to watch. So it's hard to put a favorite in there. Sugar Ray Leonard, like I can never leave out Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah. Say Floyd only because there's been a back and forth between Roy and Floyd. So basically, Roy said Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten Floyd. He was asked a question. He didn't wake up and go on his Instagram live and just start, digging for Floyd. He's got back to Floyd, and Floyd's put a picture of 6 pictures up of all his losses when he's on the canvas. Yeah, that's gone a bit viral. So Roy Jones had to address it, and he said, "Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty of it. They didn't really put all the rest of my stuff on the interview. They just wanted to hit the part that would get views." He's like, and this is where you need to agree or disagree now, Anthony Yarde, is that he said Floyd never fought an in prime black fighter from America. And if he did, which would have been, he named Shane Mosley as one of them, a couple others, then maybe you'd have more credibility as he's been cherry picking from the moment he got out of his contract with Bob Arum. Your thoughts?
Other than Zab Judah, he's got a point, but who was there?
Shane Mosley, why didn't he fight him earlier? De La Hoya, why didn't he fight him earlier? He puts De La Hoya in the same bracket, but he said, why didn't he fight them earlier?
Okay, from my opinion, I've watched Floyd's career. Obviously, I watched a lot of boxing. Even when Floyd was boxing before my time, but before I even started boxing, I was interested in boxing. I went back and watched like the build-ups, the fights. Floyd was calling for the Oscar De La Hoya fight. Oscar De La Hoya was the one fobbing him off because Oscar De La Hoya was the main man.
Yeah, he was the pay-per-view star at that point.
Yeah, he was picking who he wants to fight. So you can't put Oscar in there because Floyd was trying to get that fight. Mosley, I didn't ever see them two, calling each other out or anything like that. And I don't think, I didn't even know if it was a big money fight or there might have been better opportunities. I think when he fought Gatti made more sense. Gatti was a bigger name. Gatti, again, there's a lot of business that goes into boxing. You can't just be like, they didn't fight, not know any facts about why they didn't fight. It's like when you go into the whole thing of the only person that there's an argument is Floyd and Pacquiao. Why didn't that fight happen earlier?
Well, there was
so many.
Yeah, reasons.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
Floyd,
makes sense.
Floyd wanted him to do something that I agree with, random blood and urine testing. Pacquiao didn't want to do it. Pacquiao had his reasons of what he wanted and what he didn't want.
Yeah.
But again, we ended up getting there and Floyd made it look very, very easy. So again, there's always going to be arguments, There's always going to be... But then again, it's not Floyd's fault, but Roy Jones does have a point. Look, that era, what made these four men iconic forever was who their competitions was.
Yeah.
And they all beat each other and it was amazing. Yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. That four right there being in the same era and they all fought each other, it's crazy. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And what was it?
But we're arguably saying now, though, that we have got some weight classes that have that same thing, but it feels like people fought more back then just for fighting, and people now are more business minded as opposed to making great fights. We could have had a Super 6 in almost every weight class over the last 10 years. It could have happened.
Do you know what fight is, yeah? You know what? We kind of do have it right now. We've got Tank. We've got Shakur. We've got Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia kind of has fought. He's fought two of them.
He's got substance.
Who else is there? You got Keyshawn coming up. Keyshawn Davis coming up. I've missed somebody. There's another big name. Javante Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevens. Lopez.
Teofimo Lopez.
Like, these people, if they all fought each other, they arguably make each other bigger.
Yeah.
They would, legacy-wise, they might have that, that thing.
Yeah. It's interesting. But as I said, you can't compare eras.
Can't, man.
This is the first episode of Square Circle podcast. Now, it's been a pleasure. Obviously, I know this guy. I see this guy all the time. But it's been nice to get a different perspective. So all the youngsters that are watching this, being a professional isn't the easiest thing to do to start with, period. It's not the easiest thing to do to start with, period. However,
Definitely not.
There's many aspects to it. And I think what I'm going to end on, I want to say something positive, but I have to go to something that's been bothering a lot of people and it's out there coming up, the impetus on selling tickets in the professional game, and arguably why certain cultures, I being the black culture, struggle so much to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
From my experience, black people don't support each other.
And I'm glad you said
I'm
it.
just saying it in my environment.
Yeah,
Because
I'm agreeing with
the
you.
reason why I say in my environment, because you go to America and their culture is, what? Man, that's my guy, he's from my hood. Like, they're supporting. Africa, I think it's actually Caribbeans. Don't support each other.
Yeah.
Because I know Africans, like, when the Africans' birthdays come and like they're having a party, hey, the whole family and their friends and their friends are coming to that party.
Yeah.
No one even batters an eyelid.
Yeah.
Indians support each other.
Yeah.
Somalians support each other.
Yeah.
Eastern Europeans support each other. There was a boxer, or he still is, he's still a boxer now. Was he from Albania or something like that? He fought Chris Congo.
Yeah.
He had his whole country
Mental.
with him.
Mental. I'm glad I'm doing podcasts now because it's something that I don't. It's like when I fought and you've come to some of my fights, I do 150 tickets easy, but it's because I was in the corporate world, essentially, which does help ads.
Yes.
But now I'm just like, they want to come.
They want free tickets.
They want free tickets. It's just,
Okay, let's. I'm a better example. Yeah. If I was, I'll just use them just now. If I was Albanian, if I was that guy and I'd done what I've done in my career, I'll be gone. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't get a lot of support from my community. People see me and they're like, yeah, man. Oh, you're doing well, man. Yeah. Oh, you're Anthony Yarde, innit? Or people that actually know me. Yeah. When you gonna invite me to one of your fights? And when they say this to me, I'm just like, do you get invited to a rave? Like, do you get invited to Anthony Joshua's fight? You don't know him.
exactly.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like, if you wanted to support me in what I'm doing, you will support me.
Yeah.
So stop. What is all this when you're going to invite me to your fight? So am I a promoter? Am I out here giving out flyers saying come to my fight? I'm focused. Like, it's actually like, I've actually, a bad taste has been left in my mouth when I've seen people I've known from when I was young and they say something like that to me. I look at them like, what do you mean? Yeah. Can I invite you to, like, what? Why do I need to invite you to come and support me?
Yeah. The culture.
It's not a rave.
Yeah. The culture can be different. I mean, as you know, the gym that I run.
The Arsenal invite you to go and watch them play. Like, do you get me?
Yeah.
If I want to go somewhere, I'll
they'll
go.
go and pay a full ticket, They'll go pay a full ticket price.
Season.
Yeah, season ticket. No questions. But when it's you, it's like, oh, come on.
Like me, for example, bro, I like certain people. Like, boxing has changed my life a lot. I can't go a lot of places that I want to go, but like, I like certain people. So I'll pay money to go and see them. It's not like Lethal Bizzle done a show, but I paid my money, and then he messaged me and said, "You coming to my show?" Yeah, I was like, yeah. I just gave a ticket to my boy because I wanted to go to this thing. It's a supporting thing. It's like that. I like that music. I grew up with Bizzle and them lot. The sound, I want to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, people are just funny, man. They're weird. They're very, very, very weird.
It's disappointing because there's a lot of fighters out there. If they had that extra support, like you're saying, if we had like an Albanian culture type backing support, who knows?
Even if I was Pakistani, people would be there with a trumpet. I love it. That's why I love other people's culture so much.
You travel
Like,
quite a bit.
I travel and I'm embedded in other people's cultures because even like my friends like Joel, he's Ghanaian, and even his family, the way they are, they come dressed in their Ghanaian. Trumpets, I hear trumpets. I love it. Yeah. Because I'm like, yes, this is now a vibe. This is a party. This is what we're doing. We're celebrating. Yeah. You go to, I know some Asian boys like Pakistani or whatever. When they're fighting, you see that everyone's there. Everybody. They're all there wearing the t-shirts, everything. It's support, man. It's support.
Support is important. So if you're going to get into the sport of boxing,
make sure you got your business card, or make sure you can fight.
Yeah, that's it. Make sure you can fight, make people want to come and see you. This is Mr. Anthony Yarde. Thank you so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure. And we look forward to November 22nd when you become the next light heavyweight champion in the world.
Come on.